Okay, so welcome to our first Dot 38 interview. Today we've got Scott from Exceed Campers. How you going, mate?
G'day, Dave. How are you, mate? Thanks
Are
for the
you have?
invite.
Yeah, you're welcome. Are you having a beer, or have you had one?
Oh, I'm off the juice at the moment, mate. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight.
Oh,
So
good on you,
yeah. So stop the beers, and with beers comes nuts and chips and all the other crap.
mate. I'm an expert at it. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
yeah, doing well.
cool. So Exceed Campers
Mm,
seems to be going great. You're all over the internet at the moment. Lots of interest.
yeah. I think
How
that's
cool is that?
it is good. The biggest thing to do is to try to get your name out
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
You know, I built the website by myself. I thought I could give that a crack rather than paying someone some exorbitant fee, and just trying to learn how Google picks you up from there and puts you at the highest spot, that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's all about trying to get that name out there.
So where did it start? Where did Exceed come from? I guess you were an avid camper before, and is that
Yeah.
where it
So
come from?
we've had a soft floor trailer for 7 years, I'd guess. Good old Chinese special, and it did us well, but got to the stage of not wanting to camp on the weekend because it's so much of a hassle to set up, and got really nowhere to put all your gear afterwards. So you pack the trailer, go camping, and then unpack the trailer and try to find a spot for everything as well. It's like, oh god. So stop going away for the weekends, and we come up with the idea of, well, let's go and look for some trailers. And we went on a good journey from the Gold Coast all the way up to Brizzy this way, looking for a camper. And I guess essentially, it was most campers were out of our budget, but I didn't, I could go and buy another Chinese camper, but I didn't really want to do that. So I wanted something Australian, but I couldn't afford $60,000, $70,000 to have a camper trailer. So I thought, you know what, I'm a smart cookie. I'm a boilermaker by trade, and I've run steel fabrication businesses for the last 4 years as a general manager. So yeah, I turned my skills to pumping out a camper trailer, and what you see is our first one. And yeah, it took a long time. It took probably 18 months to get to that stage, with a lot of let's go this way, and then no, that doesn't look good, and chuck that off and go again.
Yeah.
So it took about 18 months.
So what was the thought process? And I guess from your first camper you had and having the skills to be able to make it yourself, was it about quick setup time? Is that kind of the main process for building the camper? Ease of
Yeah,
use?
yeah, it is, because that allows you to get away on the weekend, and that's something that we wanted to do again. The other reasons were that the soft floor is just so heavy and so big. Like, you're talking 1.8 tons, and God knows what it went up to when we really packed it to go away. So it was all about a small footprint, place to store all your gear that you didn't have to unpack everything, and making it super quick and easy. That to the stage that my wifey, who's 50 kilos wringing wet, can do herself. So that
Yeah,
was the
sure.
idea. So
That's a
yeah,
big advantage. I know with our dot trailer, we've still got the Hannibal tent, and we
yeah,
absolutely love it because of the size and how breezy it is. But for
yeah.
sure, setting it up and putting it away is always a challenge, especially we find if it's wet when you put it away,
Oh yeah,
because we're keen to get out camping, we're keen to go at weekends, but that
yep,
Sunday afternoon thing when you get back, you kind of want to put your feet up, right? Not have to
yep.
unpack your tent again
Oh yeah,
and let it dry out. So yeah,
yep.
I understand where you're coming from. So what would you say are like the main features of your rig that you've kind of really put a lot of effort into getting right, that other people maybe aren't doing?
I guess they're all basically the same sort of configuration. There's a trailer with a chassis. So we built that using 100 by 50 by 3 RHS all the way through the thing. And it's got a triple drawbar on the front of it. which not many people do as well. So it stops the flex and twist in the trailer. We've used Cruisemaster suspension, but most people use Cruisemaster suspension nowadays. I guess the good things that we put into this design was there's a like your dot at the back there. There's a good spot that we put a pantry in, a dedicated pantry, where dots have, you stick your luggage or you stick your barbecue or whatever on the back there. So we have that as a dedicated pantry, and two plastic containers pull out of there, and they actually go into the. We also use a drifter kitchen. So those two plastic containers fit perfectly into the drifter kitchen. You know, that L-shaped thing. So when kids come up and say, "Oh, what's up to eat?" You're not rustling through everywhere. It's just right there, and they can grab that. So having a pantry on the back is awesome. The other thing is we've got front storage box as well. So one side holds the dual shower, and the other side is storage. So we put two kids' stretcher beds in there with the foam mattress on top. I think we've got two tables. We've got four big chairs. We use those Oztent chairs. We've got a dual shower tent in there. We've got bloody everything in that side. So we don't have to unpack.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I mean, you know, when I look at mine, I've got the dual battery system and the red arc in there. And by the time I've got my water hose in and a few small things that are with the camper, I really can't get no gear in the front of my toolbox. So I use my canopy for all of our gear, and the toolbox is pretty much full all the time. So to be able to get things like stretchers in there, that's really good. Excellent.
Yeah. And the other thing is we use an upright 65-litre Dometic fridge, you know, the stand-up ones in the back of the trailer.
Yeah, and that seems to be really popular now, right? Everyone's putting them in canopies on the back of utes.
Yeah, I really balked at the idea when my wife Michelle said, "Let's put one of those in." And I'm like, I don't like that bloody thing because I'm used to a chest fridge freezer. But mate, you open the door and there's milk 3 litres and the 2 litres sitting in the door, and all your stuff's in there. It's really good. And
convenience.
They draw nothing, hey, like they draw like 1.2 amp hours. So that's a good thing.
So if you wanted to fit some extra accessories in the canopy, things like a travel oven, you've got room for that kind of thing in there?
Yeah, I'd probably put that in the back with the pantry.
Okay. It'd be really accessible.
Yeah. Because we use the top box there. Has got the big annex for the rooftop tent. We fit all our luggage in there. We put extra food in there because that's basically free. So, and there's a big space behind the fridge as well where we put a battery. And I just went to an AGM battery for this one. It's a one battery, huge lump of lead. It's 280 amp hours. It weighs bloody, I don't know, 70 odd kgs. It's huge. Yeah. So, you know, progressing forward, I'd like to put some lithium in there. It saves so much weight. The thing's about 940 kilos at the moment. So
I guess that's the magical number, getting it under the ton mark still, and anything you can reduce by. But I guess lithium is something that customers can make a choice on anyway, right? I mean, you can offer that service. Yeah, cool. Okay. So I guess one of the other things that's really upgradable on your trailer is from no tent to have it just as an equipment trailer to a few different options of tents. Can you talk us through what those are? And I think you're doing a bit of a special now, right? So you've got a few options.
Yeah, exactly. So we initially went with Crazy Dog canvas, and we talked to Jason originally about building a side flip tent because I don't like the front walk up. No offense to the dot people, but there's no place to change. There's no place to put your clothes, that sort of stuff. So we wanted to go to a side flip tent, much like iCamper. But I wanted a good mattress as well. So, we went that way, and it's got a beautiful annex. He makes a really good product up in Hervey Bay. It's not full aluminium. It uses a composite fiberglass lid and base. Because I don't know if you're aware, but rooftop tents, they sweat from the aluminium. You get moisture inside them, and I think you'll see a few dot people saying that the plywood underneath the bed starts to grab moisture out and all that sort of stuff. So Jason's really thought about that and tried to reduce those issues. So that's the high end of what we offer. As you said, you can buy an equipment trailer and put a bloody King's tent on it if you want. I just would like to see it, but
yeah,
yeah,
it would kind of look like a Ferrari, you know, towing a 20-year-old caravan. Not quite the look you want.
Exactly. And then you know, we've been doing having a look into, just got a client looking to put that Dashi 2.4 on there, and also looking for options for the Hannibal, I think it was, as well. So look, I don't really have, and I'll be honest with everyone, I don't have buying power to buy that tent. You know, I don't have an account with those people, so I basically offered it for my cost, just plus my installation. That's
right. Cool.
That's what that special is all about.
Yeah, and that's great for customers. I mean, if I was a customer today, having that flexibility is what you want, right? You know, you want to be able to go down that road and have options, and that's great.
Because my idea of camping isn't perhaps your idea of camping. You might not like sleeping in a rooftop tent. You might.
Everybody's different for sure. And as your kids, even people's time changes, right? As the kids get older, small ones stay in the tent with you, then they want to go to swags and things like that. So camping's a real evolution, right? And it's hard to get one option that fits everything. So with a trailer like yours, you can change it.
Yeah. We're quite fortunate. Our two teenage rat bags, 13 and 14, boy girl, they sleep in an Oztent RV4, which attaches to the Super Peg awning, and they love it. It's awesome. So you know, we're free and pop out of bed in the nud, and it doesn't matter. They don't cop eyefalls and stuff like that. So it's good.
Yeah, no, we do exactly the same thing with a Dot. We've got an RV tag along tent that we've put onto the side awning, mainly just because we've got a little one, right? And if it is wet, it means that we can, you know, still go down at ground level and spend the day without him getting wet and muddy and stuff like that. He's not confined to the tent all day, so it just gives you a couple of dry areas. So understand that. Cool. So I guess that's a good overview of what's going on. Any news you want to tell us, Scott? Anything coming down the pipe? I think you've got a bit of a special one at the moment. So sorry, mate, I lost you there. So just repeat that last question again. We were just talking about your specials.
Yeah. So specials at the moment, we've got that from 35,020 up to 37,810, depending on what type of tent you want. We can go from there. Basically, the best thing to do is get in contact with me. So try Scott at exceedcampers.com.au, or you can give me a call on my mobile if you want that one, 0401 642 205. And our website is www.exceedcampers.com.
Excellent. Thanks for your time tonight, Scott. Really appreciate it. Great to see you, and good luck with the camper. It's awesome. If I didn't have one, mate, I'd be buying one of yours.
Yeah, mate. I appreciate your support there, buddy. It's a big journey to take, and hey, I'm here to make it happen, mate.
Cool. Cheers, Scott. Thanks for your time.
Bye. Good on you, Dave. See ya.
See ya.